afternoon. Lovely sunny afternoon in Broadby. Standard weather, yeah? Perhaps not. Question that perhaps you've been asked a number of times each day. Do come in if you can't hear me, because I don't want to shout. I don't like shouting. How? That's what the Indians say, isn't it? How are you? Is that, you've been asked that today? Yes, you have, yeah? I get asked it quite a lot on the phone. People come to my house, people see me at work, see in the shops, how are you? You haven't met someone for a long time, how are you, you know? And you usually say I'm fine, which means you're usually lying because you're not fine, but never mind, it answers the question. We'll be a bit more personal this afternoon in this, particularly coming up to summer. Well, I hope it's summer anyway. How fit are you? That's a wee bit more personal, isn't it? Well, looking round here, some people are a bit more fit than others, but don't worry, I haven't got a zoom lens, you're perfectly safe. But how fit are you? The government is encouraging us to keep fit, even down to school level. They're encouraging us to encourage our children to eat healthy foods, not a lot of junk food, you know, not a lot of starch, carbohydrates. So even from the youngest level, which I thoroughly approve, encouraging them to have healthy eating, so they end up fit. What about exercise? Great concern with many people today working for computers. They sit in front of that screen and in a very stationary mode, of course, they're not keeping fit, and cramp can get set in. I was talking to a friend of mine just the other day, and a friend of his is not able to work anymore because sat in front of that computer, something's happened to his arm and it sort of seized up the joints and he's in serious trouble. We're encouraged to keep fit. Do you like walking? Not just walking upstairs and down, but going actually out for a walk into the real world. My wife enjoys swimming. She took that up at 40, which I thought was pretty good. I come from Glasgow, as you can tell from my accent, and some people, a lot of people, and I've seen them up at the Downs, just at Bristol there, are into jogging. Boy, that is serious stuff, isn't it? Anyone into jogging here, yeah? Some of you perhaps, some of you look as though you need a jog, but again, we won't take that any further. But all these things we've been thinking about, healthy eating, exercise, etc., etc., are all fitness, but it's only one type of fitness, which probably surprises some of you. It's only fitness on the outside. You say, well, isn't that what you're talking about? Well, only half of it. There's another type of fitness that is even more important. But when you ask this question, you hardly would ever think about it. But I'm inviting you to think about it tonight, this afternoon. It's much more important. And it's not fitness on the outside, and therefore it must be fitness on the... Well done, sir. Obviously, you had a degree. Fitness on the inside. As the good book says, man looks on the outward appearance, but God looks on the heart. In other words, he sees what you and I are really like. We say, don't we, she's a kind-hearted person. He's got a bit of a hard heart. We don't mean the organ that pumps blood round, we mean what you and I are really like. So, how fit is your heart? What are you really like as a person? What's your character? The real you that even you don't know about fully, but God does. Well, Jesus was the most famous person who ever lived, and this is what he said about the human heart. And it's not a whole barrel of fun, actually. Jesus said it's not what goes into a person that corrupts them, it's actually what goes out. And Jesus says from within, out of the heart, comes evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, envy, slander, pride. And Jesus said all these evils, all these horrible things come from inside and make a person unclean. You may say, oh, I'm not like that.